A dramatic scene of two wolves attacking a cowboy greets you as you arrive at the Bayou Ranch. This National Historic Site is located about 95 kilometers or 60 miles south of Calgary. Back in the day, it operated on a much larger area.
So, we are here at the Bayou Ranch. It is the only National Historic Site that attributes to ranching. As you can see on the roof there, Bayou. Wow, it's a little bit cold. Yeah, we just passed through a huge rainstorm. It's a little scary.
There are a number of original buildings that you can explore on your own, containing artifacts crucial to ranching in the late 1800s to mid 1900s.
Ooh. Mini. Yeah, little mini elevator. Yeah. Foothill City.
I will be honest, I knew nothing about the history when I arrived, and fortunately, that was about to change.
Under George Lane, breeding Percheron horses became an important part of the Great Bayou Ranch. He brought together some of the finest horses from France and the United States and built up the largest and arguably the most famous Percheron herd in the world.
Percheron horses, like many of the big horse breeds, were essential in enabling work that would take dozens of people to do otherwise. This included building railways, logging, and they even pulled the fire engine.
Save gas and rubber. Use Percherons for farm power, reads the sign. World War II saw a resurgence in the use of horses.
The photo album showcased some of the famous stallions. A little bit of clever angling made this stallion look even larger than the man on horseback. This barn focused on the Percherons.
For comparison, yeah, that's a big foot. Neat model. All the gear.
Percherons share an ancestry with medieval war horses, bred with the heavy horses of northwestern France with Arabian stallions, blending size and strength with speed and spirit. Like the photo album, the panels spoke of the stallions as characters. Just like different models of cars through the ages, a variety of carriages can be seen. We moved on, but the weather seemed to be getting cloudier, threatening more rain.
I have never seen a structure like this before.
This looks like a medieval catapult, but rather than destroy things, this device moves things and builds. This is a hay stacker.
Very different. Yeah, the whole thing is on wheels.
These portable homes could be pulled along by oxen and then lived in until more permanent houses could be built.
Quite the little bunkhouse. So this is all in a basically rail car sized carriage. Another one set up beside it. And this one looks more like a kitchen. Oh yeah. Have to pull up another bench.
The kitchen had some great amenities for the day.
Wow, pretty nice setup. Okotoks Creamery.
It was fun spotting local companies. Okotoks is just outside Calgary.
And a coffee grinder. It gets cold when you go north. I put my gloves on just for a little bit of warmth. Oh, it looks like a comfortable house. And a piano in there. Fireplace.
Next up was the post office.
Post office. Oh, well. Functional office. It's so much warmer than those other places.
Post offices not only sent and received mail, but were a source of local info.
Newspaper clippings. So I guess George Lane is quite successful. And the Prince of Wales was a guest at the Bar U Ranch in 1921. And then George Lane purchased the Royal Ranch, which adjoins Bar U, making it even bigger.
Looking out the window felt like a glimpse into the past. Like many buildings, a room would be utilized for sleeping. It's amusing how things have come full circle, and working from home has become a coveted working arrangement. We headed over to the tack shop, where a variety of leather goods could be created.
I would have no idea where that would go on the horse. All kinds of leather working equipment.
It was fascinating wandering through and admiring the tools used to produce the variety of leather goods needed for horse tack and ranching. During the summer months, there are more volunteers, and therefore more demonstrations on what they do here.
So leather. They almost look like beer steins to me. But they're not. They just go straight through. So again, I would have no idea what that would be used for. But the detail is amazing.
The lettering on the truck refers to Pakisko, which is derived from the Blackfoot language and means rolling foothills.
Each of the buildings really has its own smell. The leather shop had, of course, smelled of leather, and this smells of oil.
Of course, in later years, more modern tractors were introduced, replacing the need for horsepower. This dark hall leads into the ice house.
Ice place. Blocks of ice. Looks like somebody cut out the top.
Two other sheds had different purposes. This one held machinery odds and ends, and this one served as a pantry.
This one almost smells like corn. Corn flour to me. Not yet.
This large building is the cookhouse. I peered in the window as the entrance is on the other
More
side.
modern setup here.
Storm clouds were still building up. Inside the cookhouse was a functional large pantry
The kitchen is massive.
and an even larger kitchen. The cookhouse was built around 1910 and had a separate living space for women,
It is so warm
as well
in
as
here.
their own separate shower and toilet.
They even have a toilet. An actual plumbing for a shower. Pretty impressive.
This building was still used after Patrick Burns purchased Bar U in 1927 to add to his cattle empire. This was the men's washroom. And upstairs was the men's sleeping area, as well as their living quarters.
This looks really kind of comfy. Banjo. Guitar as well. Violin.
Two large tables with built-in lazy Susans filled the dining room. Back outside, we caught a glimpse of two horses taking a break from drawing the cart. Wagon rides are provided at regular intervals throughout the day.
I was like, oh, here's this little random hill, but it has a little smokestack. Maybe, not sure. So apparently this is a root cellar. And then we just checked we can go in, so we're gonna go in. How else do I get in? Get figured out. There we go. Ooh, wow. Goes down. Oh, now there's another one. That'll stay. Oh, it is dark in here. Little spaces.
After looking around, we closed it up like the polite door sign requested.
We're stuck in the shoe shop right now. It's raining a bit. Just put our covers on. And we're learning about horses and horseshoeing.
We made our way to the saddle horse barn. A tuxedo cat distracted us for a few moments. But he wasn't interested in making friends. He wanted to make sure we weren't stealing his food.
Hey, having a munch. Munching kitty.
We were hopeful, but the rain was not letting up.
Some work horses. They are tough. You guys are tough.
They're tough, but I still felt a little sad that they had to wait out in the rain.
Poor guys.
I felt bad for these two as well. We were among a handful of visitors
They're
that day.
just gonna wait out the rain.
The tuxedo cat saw us off from the safety of his barn.
It is getting a little icky.
Across the bridge over Petisco Creek,
Wow. Believe me guys, this feels very wintry right now. Kinda wishing I had some more layers. Yeah.
this was the dairy barn.
Sounds like a minor hurricane out there. So yeah, the Bar U Ranch, it was a ranch, so they ranched cattle as well. And apparently that is what was the most successful. Oh, it's one of those live diagram things where you could stick your hand in there. Yikes! Oh, it looks like there's a foot in there. That's a little graphic. I can't help myself. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I can feel the foot in there. Wow. No. I wonder if the horse-drawn wagon will rescue us. I feel like no. Wow. This is a prairie storm. I would almost say wait a few minutes. So yeah, I do think we have to bail on any further activities here. It's just not seeming like it's going to let up at all. And then we actually see the park staff going around securing all the things that could blow away. So it's unfortunate, but oh well. Such is life, right? But yeah. Oh, it's actually warmer on this side.
See the building up on the hill? That's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
I'll see you when we get there.
There is a model of the haystacker and various other displays in the visitor center. I was intrigued by the size of this bladder stone. There is also a massive display of different barbed wire, some indicating their intent from simple farm fences to use in war times. After admiring some more displays of life back in the day, we wandered through the gift shop. I found a charming bison-shaped cookie cutter, and in its inaugural cut, I made a herd of bannock. I added some chopped green onion for some additional flavor, and they were delicious and fun to eat. It also left me with some fun memories of our somewhat uncomfortable visit to Bar U. George Lane still stands outside of Bar U Ranch, defending the area from wolves. As always, thanks for watching.